Hey, good morning. Turned out to be a pretty nice day. It looked like rain in the forecast, but I think that's for later today. Right now it looks very nice. I'm heading up the street here. Just about half a mile to Yankee Harley Davidson for the demo truck event. And I hope to get on board of some of HD's latest and greatest. Anyways, here's Yankee. Let the fun begin. Hanging out with Pat.
Oh fuck no!
No, it's good, man.
No, way, dude. No way.
Hanging out with Pat.
You guys,
Looking at the lineup.
you guys can't judge me now.
No girls. Look.
This is why I'm single, guys. This is why I'm single.
It's helmet head or wind head. It's a suffering with the motorcycle. Or you get this haircut.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Big Bad Wolf. I'm riding this one first just for you. Actually, I can't wait to ride it. That's the Road King Special if you don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna walk away with one of these.
And here's one for some reason that I am damn interested in. Sport Glide. If I ever downsize, and I am thinking about it, this may be the way to go for the next bike. Something that's convertible like this. These backs come off, the fairing comes off with just a clip. And I don't know. I'm gonna give that a little spin today. And up there, she's on a Sport Glide, which I hope to take out next. I am signed up for it. But if the boss hogs it, you know how that goes. Orvis right behind me. We got here early. He's on the street, Bob. We both got our first choices because we were kind of first here. It looks like it's quite packed in. Oh, sweet. Very smooth. So she giddy ups right up to speed here in stock form. Some of these ride leaders, you know, they're pretty pokey. This girl seems like she's gonna move it. It's pretty strong mid-range. Oh, with the stock exhaust though, everything is so quiet. In stock intake, it's so quiet. It's a little disconcerting to have that kind of power and no noise. You know though, as soon as you pay the Harley tax, that's not the case anymore. But I bet the power gets even better, right? I have to say though, even in the touring frame, I feel very cramped. So there's a little bit of a thump coming through at idle here. For some reason I thought these were dead smooth, these touring bikes. Apparently not so. And the clutch feels completely different. Forgive my rough starts. So all I have to compare this to really is my victory, my 13 victory cross country. I don't know how the suspension is set. I imagine it's at factory settings. It's okay. It's a little punchy on these back roads here. I definitely have a smoother ride out of the Vic. Gotta remember where the turn signals are on these. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to wind it up. Engine comparisons at these street speeds, these lower speeds. This 107's got the Vic beat. It's definitely more punchy, more smooth, got a little more out of the bottom end, definitely more out of the bottom end. But mine's also been cammed. For a little more top end punch, so I'm not surprised there. It's pretty hot out today. It's very muggy. I think the temperature is only near 80 at the moment. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not feeling much heat from the engine. Nothing out of the ordinary. One of my pet peeves, if you have been listening to me over the last few months. Give it a little zinger here. Oh yeah, that's punchy. The Milwaukee 8 feels great. Lots of torque. Just like a Harley's supposed to be. My quick and dirty impressions of the Road King Special are this. It's an incredible engine. I love the Milwaukee 8. I gotta admit, even driving the big Vic's 106, it's a hell of an engine. Unfortunately, this bike would need a lot of tweaking to get to my liking. Definitely bars. I'm sure the seat would need to be replaced. This is a little small for my passenger and slope back. She wouldn't like that. I need passenger backrest, luggage rack. Do something with the footboards and highway pegs. I think I need a little bit of a windshield too. And of course exhaust, engine work, stage 1 at least. All right, on to the Sport Glide. Well, all I can say is, if I thought the Road King was cramped, woo! What a difference. I don't like the position on this bike. It's quick though. God, this engine is amazing. I think I'm gonna buy a Milwaukee 8 for my Victory and ride it forever. I'm kidding. Now this the Sport Glide's a little odd. It's even got more of that upright forward feel than the Road King. I'll try the Street Glide next. I'm curious as to how that's going to feel, because both of these bikes, I'm very used to having the feeling of sitting in my machine, and for some reason I feel like I'm sitting on them, like above. I'm sure I'd get used to it after a while, but it's still a little odd. Plus these bars are low, very low. I'm hunched over on them. I'm almost want to stand on my arms, but it's not quite a sport position with my legs forward, kind of forward. Now, weirdly enough, this engine doesn't feel like the one in the Road King. It's got good low end grunt, but it's not giving me that smooth pull the RK had. Still zippy though, in this lighter frame. Whew. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're balanced different. And without a doubt, if I had to do any distance on this bike, I need a seat that had me a little farther back, and I need some, at least mini boards on this. This Sport Glide is interesting. It does not handle as good as I expected it to, though. I have to say that. I'd say it's on par with the Road King that I just rode. It seems to turn a little harder for some reason. And I don't know if it's a counterbalancing in the engine or whatnot, but it just doesn't have that punch. Don't get me wrong, it goes, but it doesn't feel as punchy as the Road King, even though it's lighter. So I'm not quite sure what its purpose is. It's not really doesn't really have much of a character. Now that I'm riding it, it feels like it's just there. If I had such a thing, I could see that I would not be long before I would be replacing many things for it to fit me. But again, that's the same as I felt on the Road King, so we're getting a theme here. I'm going to ride the Street Glide next, which is the closest thing to my victory. I'll report back from there later.